Matt?
Hey Jenny, you could not beat this forecast today. Lots of sun, it was nice and warm. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. Now we also know Mother's Day can be a tough day as well, but hopefully you've been able to enjoy the sunshine, great weather this weekend because we've got more unsettled weather headed starting tomorrow morning. Right now we're in the 70s and 80s. We've got a lot of sunshine out there, a few high level clouds. Those high level clouds will start really increasing the next couple of days with some rain and storm chances on the way. Boy, it's warm out there. It's 80 in Indy. Shelbyville, the Golden Bears, a little extra golden brown today. We're at 84. It's toasty at 79 in Richmond. We've got mostly clear skies. Live Doppler 13 is pretty quiet, but when you look off to the south, you start seeing these hit or miss scattered showers and thunderstorms. I think what you see over Tennessee will be our skies tomorrow. It's not going to rain all day, but there'll be these on and off chances. Coming up, we'll take a closer look at some rain zones and let you know when the best chance for possibly some rain will be in your neighborhood coming up. Jenny?
All right, see you in a few minutes. Matt, thanks so much. A 16-year-old boy is dead tonight after a hit-and-run crash in Madison County. Investigators say a pickup truck hit the teen near 9th and Main Streets in Elwood. Police say the truck did not stop, but a witness actually followed the suspect to Windfall, where deputies detained the 77-year-old driver. Police gave him a toxicology test. They did not arrest the man as they're still investigating. The teenager hit, who's from Tipton, died at the hospital. In Johnson County, the coroners identified a teenage driver killed in a crash this morning. 16-year-old Elijah Patrick Mobley died after driving into a garage in Bargersville. He's from Indianapolis. The crash happened near Old Plank Road and Carlisle Street in Bargersville. Police are still investigating exactly what caused the crash. Tonight, an arrest warrant is still active for an Indianapolis man accused of killing a bicyclist. Police say Chase Turner was driving high when he hit Dylan Rogers back in February. Our Anna Chalker talked with a bike safety group today about this update on the case.
Back in February, we were here at the intersection of Shelby and Raymond Streets with Dylan Rogers' family when they placed this ghost bike in memorial here where he was hit and killed. And then they called that a tragic accident. Now, a few months later, that accident has an arrest warrant attached to it.
I can envision Dylan, riding his bike, listening to his heavy metal, but still following the lights or traffic laws.
Nearly a week after the crash, Rogers' wife told us he was riding his bike home on the same route he took every day when Chase Turner hit him while he was crossing the intersection. Police say Turner pulled over and stopped after feeling a bump when he drove onto Raymond Street.
I appreciate that the driver did the right thing, unlike so many others in this city that have killed people. A father of two, just taken from his family and his community. It's just not right.
On scene, medics drew Turner's blood, which showed he was positive for Delta-9 THC. And officers used traffic cameras to determine that Rogers had the right-of-way. Police have now issued a warrant for Turner's arrest.
I'm really glad that we're seeing the first steps of justice in action. I'm not happy that this young man, has this record, has this stigma and stain on the rest of his life, but at a certain point, we need to take accountability for actions.
Jacob Morales with Bike Indianapolis says since the organization has helped Rogers' family through this process, this warrant has brought some relief. And they hope there are more developments like this in other crash victims' cases.
There are so many unsolved cases out there and cases of people, especially on bikes, that just haven't even been investigated into. I want to see more action by IMPD to bring people to justice for these crimes.
In Indianapolis, Anna Chalker, 13 News.
Now to Johnson County, where police call it a deliberate act of violence. A man rammed his truck today into the juvenile detention center. Marina Silva in studio tonight. And Marina, he told police he was trying to send a message.
Well, Jenny, this is the photo of the truck as it was in the building. The man had the words "Fathers Matter" on his truck when he drove straight into the juvenile detention center. It happened just before noon this morning. The man told police he did it because he was angry at the Johnson County court system, claiming he hasn't seen his son in over a year. The chief deputy at the sheriff's office told 13 News his son is not even in the detention center. While thankfully nobody's hurt, we're told there were people just 20 feet from the entrance in the building, and they could have been hurt. Andy Barnhart, the chief deputy at the sheriff's office, says this was not the way to send a message.
Emotions get involved, and that's when sometimes the vigilante or taking things into their own hands happens. That's never a good way to do it. Obviously, in this case, it's just going to result in he's not going to see his son any sooner. In fact, it's going to be worse. He's looking at some additional prison time for this because of the level of these charges.
The man was arrested on preliminary felony charges. Deputies tell us he also had a warrant for his arrest out of Shelby County. Jenny.
All right, Marina Silva live in studio for us. Thanks. We have some new information tonight about a chase and crash that injured 6 people Saturday night. Police have now arrested a 20-year-old Indianapolis man on multiple felony charges. Those include leaving the scene of a DUI crash causing injury and resisting police. An 18-year-old was also arrested for resisting police. Investigators say the chase started in Beech Grove, but when officers stopped the chase because of safety, the suspect kept driving. And they say he crashed into a car at Pleasant Run Parkway and Sherman Drive. A woman and several teens got hurt. Police say they found a semi-automatic Glock and marijuana in the suspect's car. Tonight, a man and woman are recovering after a plane crash at the Greenwood Airport. This happened just after noon today. Firefighters say a small plane lost power after taking off and had to make an emergency landing in the grass. You see it right there. The 2 people inside had minor injuries and they went to the hospital. The FAA and the NTSB are now investigating the plane crash. All right, take a look here. This plane could become the new Air Force One. Where it's coming from and why this is so unusual next. Then later, the Menendez brothers could be soon a step closer to being released from prison. What's next in this case?